Okay, number one here. Okay, gents, my name is Pat Einerson. I'm going to be showing you a few places where we oil this machine and whether or not we have to disconnect the machine from the power source while we're doing that function. There are 2 or 3 places that this machine gets oiled regularly. One of them is in the hook assembly. This hook assembly is where the bobbin is housed. And right now, the bobbin is not here. Excuse me. This is a bobbin in a bobbin case. And as you can see, there's a little bit of thread inside this bobbin case. This might get depleted once or twice every couple hours. And it goes right inside this hook assembly right here. Once it's inside the hook assembly, there's no need for any kind of oiling at that point. But while it's out, the girls or the production people will put a dab of oil right here. Now, right now, you can see this machine. Here's the shaft. You cannot rotate this machine. You cannot rotate it, even though the machine is on. It will not rotate at all, because there's a brake here. I'm going to turn this brake off. Once that brake is off, it allows me to move the machine. Okay, once the brake is on, again, I cannot move this machine. Why do I tell you that? Because when they're about to oil the machine, the customary process is to stop the machine like it's stopped now, turn on the brake so it no longer can move, drop that dab of oil in there so there's no way this machine can move right now, and then continue on to either going back to sewing or changing the next bobbin, okay? And putting in oil here. There's also another spot that we will oil once a week, and that is up here. These little slots right here get oiled once a week. Now, I know it seems like an okay thing to turn the machine off while you're doing that, but you're just taking a little dab of oil. It's a long stemmed oil gun and going click, 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 click. It's like a little pencil where oil comes out the front. Once that's done, that is it. Now, if I did turn the machine off to do those functions, thread the needle, change the bobbin, oil the bobbin casing, oil the needle bar, it doesn't sound like a big deal. But if I were to do that, I would kill the machine, disconnect it from this power cord right here, and I would oil here, and then I would turn the machine back on, plug it in, and turn it back on. The concern I have is that we might oil a machine 16, 12 or 18 times a day. We may change a bobbin twice that, and we may thread a broken thread 100 times a day. So if I were to step that down 100 times a day, I'd be concerned. If any of those functions that I have mentioned call for a lockout tagout, then I am, in fact, in violation of your rules. However, I talked to the machine manufacturer, and they assured me that once a machine is disengaged and you turn the brake on in order to do those maintenance functions, that's what it's for. This machine at no time can start. Now, I would like to show you what happens when a machine does accidentally engage. Right now, I'm turning off the sensor so the machine will let me sew without thread in here. Otherwise, it would automatically stop. Okay, as you can see, once I start, this is how fast it goes. Whoops. Excuse me. Okay, I want you to watch the needle. Watch when this is how fast it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and then it'll take off. But in the event that you were trying to, if you hit the button by accident and it started, you would automatically see that right away. So I'm hoping for your consideration as a factory, at the end of the day, I don't sell embroidered clothing, I sell time. And for me to shut everything down, disconnect it to do simple functions is extremely dangerous for our little business. Textiles are a tough enough business, trust me. So I will forward you this video. I'll ask for your consideration and tell you that when we do bring in Murphy Electric to move machines, they do have a lockout tagout program. They break the brake, they disconnect the breaker, and they put those little plastic tags on, and then they move our machines. But we haven't done that in 8 years. So again, I'll ask for your consideration. Hook assembly, needles, breaking threads, all those things we think are maintenance. So, tasks. And we hope you find the same. Thank you, Jens.